And so this is going to be the very first episode for a beginner's dive into TickTick. Now, I am going to be going over several different things during this course. Today's episode, though, is just going to be an overview. If you're not familiar with TickTick, TickTick is a to-do list manager. And I have been using TickTick for many, many years. However, probably, I think it was a couple years ago, I did stop using it in favor of Notion because I wanted everything into one platform. My notes, my to-do list, everything just in one area. So I swapped over to Notion. But if you are not using Notion, TickTick is a wonderful, wonderful tool to keep you on track for all of your to-do items. Now, as you see here, I have opened up TickTick, and this is what you'll see when you first log in to TickTick. Okay, when you first sign up, you'll see this welcome page here. And the welcome list here in TickTick will help you get started in understanding how TickTick works. It'll give you just a little bit of stuff. And now this is just the free version of TickTick. I do have the premium version because I'm doing a little test on TickTick right now, but typically I don't use TickTick anymore. But I am going to show you some stuff in the premium version on my account, and then this is just a demo account which has the free version. Now, the free version is pretty useful. The premium just has a few things, and I'll show you real quick what the premium does. It's got multiple calendar views, a calendar subscription, task duration, themes, statistics, mobile widgets, and 299 lists, each with at least 199 tasks, right? And if you hit more, it'll kind of go into more detail on what you get with the premium subscription. And it's only $35.99 a year. So it's not really that expensive for the premium, and I think the premium is well worth it. There are just some things you just can't do with the free version, but like I say, the free version is still really good. I used it for a long time before I upgraded to the premium. Now, when you first get into TickTick, you will, like I say, just go through and click on each one of these tasks here, and you can read what each one does, right? And so it's just kind of giving you a get started list basically, and showing you all the different kinds of features, right? So you can go through these on your own leisure and just kind of look at them. And like I say, it's free just to sign up. Not going to cost you anything to sign up for TickTick. It's a free thing, but like I say, if you want premium, it does cost a little bit more. But I'm going to kind of give you just a brief overview of each of these screens. Now, once you get done with welcome, you can either click off on some of these and get done with some of these tasks, right? And once you're done, you can always go up here to inbox and start creating yourself a list. Now, you do have the inbox, the today view, next day, but you also have other views as well that you can implement. And we'll go into that in later episodes. But I did want to show you do have an inbox, today, and next 7 days. Down here you have a filter section, which is very, very useful if you want to filter out certain things, certain criterias when you're looking for something specific. And then of course you have tags, which also helps you in search as well. You have a completed section of things you just completed in case you ever need to look that up. And of course you have a trash section as well. Up here in the top left is where your settings is at, statistics, and of course they want you to, do the premium. So there you can click on the premium thing, and then of course sign out. Here is the task, and you have calendar, and of course you have search. Now, keep this in mind though. This is not all that you can get over here. There's also a few more things that you can get if you go into settings here, okay? And you can go and have more features by going and clicking on the Eisenhower Matrix, which we'll go into a different time, a habit tracker, the Pomodoro, and then of course the countdown. Okay. And like I say, you have your accounts here, and you can do different things in here. Set all that up. You also have smart lists, which you can decide whether or not you want to show the today view all the time. On my account, when I used to use TickTick, I always had it set to show if not empty. And why I did that was I really only wanted to see the inbox, and that was it. And then once I put something in the inbox and it was for today, it would pop up in the today thing. So I just kept it more minimalistic in a way, right? So that is some of the things you can do with that. So, and I even did the same thing with next 7 days. I would turn that to show if not empty. And then I also did the same thing with tomorrow. You see how easy that is? You can just select these how you want to see them, okay? Usually on completed, I always hid that. And the trash, I think I hid that as well, if I remember correctly. Or you can keep it. Depends on, I think I wound up hiding it because I was so used to TickTick that I didn't really need to look at the trash. And you can always show those later if you want, if you need to look at something. But I like the more minimalistic thing on it. Now, we also have daily notifications. You have date and time formats you can set up depending on what area you're in. And say this is set for a 24-hour format, but I'm a American citizen, so I'm going to go with the 12-hour format. That's right. American citizen right here. Big time. Anyway, moving along. My week starts on a Monday. It doesn't start on Sunday. So I can, I change that. And maybe you like to have yours start on a Wednesday. Not sure why, but maybe you do. And so I'm going to keep mine on Monday right there. And appearance, you can change your kind of themes. Maybe you want a Cairo theme, but that's a premium upgrade. You get nothing with the free version, but this nice, clean, minimalistic look, which I like. Then, of course, you got more here. You got date recognition. You got your task default. Do you want it to default to today? So when you create a new task, is it going to be for today, or you just want to pick that at your leisure? So these are all kinds of different settings you can set for your to-do list manager, TickTick. You also have integrations. Maybe you want to integrate this with Google Calendar, have it sync with Google Calendar, your Outlook, or what have you, right? So you have all kinds of different integrations you can utilize. You also have a collaborate function if you want to collaborate with someone. And of course, you have the shortcuts, which kind of gives you a rundown of all the nice little shortcuts, which is kind of useful. Okay. Now, like I say, you have the task list here. Then, of course, you have the calendar. And, of course, you have search as well. Search is very powerful in TickTick. If you look down here at the bottom, you do have a sync area where you can sync between your mobile device. If you want to manually do it, it does sync periodically on its own. And then, of course, you have notifications down here. And then, of course, you have a shortcuts, your home, help center, feedback, and view changelog. Okay. Over here to the right, you do have these three little dots, but they're useless on the calendar view because, well, they're not useless, but I don't have an upgraded account here. And so, like I say, that right there, my friends, is a general summary of TickTick. In the next episode, we're going to go over the inbox and how you can enter your tasks quick and easily with TickTick. So I'll catch you in the next episode. I hope you all enjoyed this one. And if you did, would you mind clicking that like button right down below? It does get this out to more and more people. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, that would be awesome as well, just so you get notified of any upcoming episodes. With that being said, I want to wish you all a wonderful week, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye.